said, many of you in the media clearly missed the art of the deal. You clearly failed to see what President Trump is doing here.
So Caroline Leavitt is blaming the media. She says we failed to understand the art of the deal. How do you feel about that?
I would say that, you know, there are many people in this country, even some that voted for the president, that aren't going to drink the Kool-Aid, Howard, and they're not going to be brainwashed by this. We have economists, we have very staunch Republican Trump-supporting financial wizards out there that said this was bad. This was not a deal. This was not artful. This was a big screw-up, and it continues to be.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. And so, we're just not seeing the art of the deal, huh? Is that what you're saying, Caroline? But tell me, what do you think it really means when this unqualified, low-level BS Barbie tells us that we're just not getting it? Because to me, it sounds a whole lot like she's saying we're all too dumb to understand the brilliance of being ripped off.
This was not a deal. And let's be very clear with what happened. Economists said Japan, Europe, and China, they are our debtors for bonds. And they were dumping bonds like there's no tomorrow. And that is what triggered the turnaround.
Caroline's explanation is basically this. You walk into a fancy restaurant, order a steak and a salad, and they bring you a raw potato. And when you point it out, the chef marches out and says, "You just don't understand fine dining." But let's be real. Anyone would be absolutely pissed off with that answer. No one's going to sit there gagging on a raw potato while pretending it's filet mignon. You'd shove the damn plate away, tell the chef to screw off, and walk out with a single finger salute, just like Lauren Boebert leaving Beetlejuice.
You know, it's easy for people who have millions or billions of dollars, but for people that live paycheck to paycheck, for people that are putting away money in their 529s for their kids to go to college, for people that are putting money away in an IRA, a 401k for the future, elderly people who are worried that if they lose Social Security, well, if I don't have A, then at least I'll have B, the money I put aside. Those were really real fears. Those are a crisis level, and those still continue to be a crisis level.
What they really want is for us to sit down, shut up, swallow the grift, and smile like it's the best bowl of gruel that you've ever had. They want you to pretend that it's a brilliant plan, but reality, yeah, it's finally setting in. The whole thing started with Trump's latest screw-up, the tariffs. He tried to play tough, talked big about no exemptions, acted like every country on earth was kissing our ass. Then, surprise, he caved. Exempted smartphones, computers, tech components, you name it. Why? Because the tech brothers got spooked. Because the people who write checks picked up the phone and reminded Donald Trump who actually runs this show.
What's more, folks, is the president's incoherent tariff theatrics. They're exposing the limits of his power and tainting America.